Hadith number 32. عن أبي سعيد سعد بن مالك بن سنان الخدري رضي الله عنه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال لا ضرر ولا ضرار. حديث حسن رواه ابن ماجه والدارقطني وغيرهما مسندا. Okay, this hadith is narrated by Sahl ibn Sa'd, Sa'd ibn Sinan al-Khudri. Okay, that was his name, Sa'd ibn Malik. And we mentioned his kunya already, Abu Sa'id al-Khudri. And we mentioned Abu Sa'id al-Khudri in our last class as being one of the 7 companions who narrated the most ahadith from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, radiyallahu anhu. Okay. Abu Sa'id, radiyallahu anhu, he said that the Prophet ﷺ said, لا ضرر ولا ضرار, which means that the Prophet ﷺ said that there should be no harm that is done, nor should harm be also reciprocated. So there's 2 things that are mentioned in this hadith, darar and dirar. What is darar and what is dirar? The ulama mentioned that darar is referring to harm that hasn't happened yet that's going to be done. So it's been made haram for us to cause harm in any way, shape, or form. We're not allowed to cause harm. Okay? And the second portion of the hadith is mentioning if harm is actually caused, if there is harm, what to do? We have to remove the harm. So we cannot cause harm, but if harm is caused, we're obligated to remove the harm to the best of our ability. Right? So there's a qa'idah from the qawa'id of Islam that says ad-dararu yuzal, that harm is always, it must be lifted and removed. Okay? But the hadith is even more general than that. The hadith is telling us that we should not inflict harm, and if harm actually is taking place, to remove the harm. So for example, I cannot go up to the brother right here and begin beating him up. Am I allowed to do that to cause him harm? It's haram for me to do that. I cannot go and cause that harm. Okay, let's say we're here and there are 2 people that are fighting each other. They're harming each other. So now there's harm taking place. What is our responsibility? To remove the harm. So we have to make it a point to go out of our way to stop the harm that's taking place. Okay? So this is the qa'idah or the principle in this hadith is the prohibition of causing harm, and that it is not permissible to cause harm. And if there's harm that is happening, then the Sharia teaches us that we have to minimize the darar to the best of our ability.